Tell me where your heart is, tell me what you're thinking. Cat Nation, let's talk. Show your inner feelings, let's discuss the meaning. Cat Nation, let's talk. Share your views and thoughts now, share it with Cat Nation. Cat Nation, let's talk. Tell me where your heart is, tell me what you're thinking. Cat Nation, let's talk. Show your inner feelings, let's discuss the meaning. Cat Nation, let's talk. Share your views and thoughts now, share it with Cat Nation. Cat Nation, let's talk. Tell me where you're...
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, hello. Yes, God has sent us a new day that we've never seen before. I'm Linda Scott, the host of Cat Nation Let's Talk TV. So here we are today on a very touchy subject that I love, and I had the opportunity to meet a certain person, but I'm going to wait before I even mention her name. But today we're talking about colon cancer and lupus. And lupus, I learned some stuff prior to getting here in this seat today. Now, I have with me people who are both sides of this thing, lupus and colon cancer. Right now, I'm going to introduce my guests, but I'm going to have them to introduce themselves for you. So, and you are?
Hello, everyone. My name is Christine Zarell Gibson. I am the host of the LUPIECHICK on the Go, just started on the YouTube channel. And I am also the CEO of the Gibson Lupus Resource Center, the CEO and the founder.
Thank you. My name is Liliana Gretzer, and I am a cancer survivor.
My name is Ursula Washington, and I have lupus, fibromyalgia, and celiac. And my brand is the Rogue Doyen.
Thank you. And to my right, your left, we have the colon specialist. And your name, please?
My name is Rose Johnson. I'm the CEO and founder of Rose B. Johnson Colon Cancer Awareness Foundation.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Devin Moore. I'm a biomedical engineer, and I create. I'm a visionary. I design prosthetic limbs for cancer patients.
Shut up. Y'all see why I'm excited? Did you just hear what that young man say he do? Okay, so wait a minute. Woosah, let me bring it back together because this is going to be such an awesome show. Let's talk about lupus.
Lupus is an autoimmune disorder. Your immune system is put in place to protect you from germs and bacteria and all foreign objects. But with lupus, your immune system is confused. So therefore, it looks at your body as a foreign object trying to attack itself. So it attacks all your healthy tissue like your heart, your lungs, your brain, your skin, all the healthy tissue that you have. So it affects everyone differently.
Actually, just learning about lupus, to be honest, about, I think I want to say about 5 years ago. And is this the disease that 1 month you might be a plus size and then the next month you lost weight? Is that how lupus work as well?
Well, actually, no. It's not lupus itself that makes you gain weight. It's the medication.
Okay.
They put you on the different steroids or different type of medications. Like at one point, I was telling a young lady I blew up to 200 and something pounds based off of medication a doctor gave me. So I could be wearing a size 20 one month, and as soon as I stop the medication, I'm a size 10, 12 the next.
Okay. You see why we need to know about this? Because I thought it was lupus that blew you up, not the medication. If we don't know, we can't do any better. But now knowing that's how it works, I'm excited about putting this word out, period, so that people can know about lupus. Do you guys want to jump in?
Yeah, speaking to the steroids, basically what you get is a pie face, and so that's kind of a telltale. And it could be one day you look normal, the next day you've got this big moon face and you don't know where it came from.
Exactly.
But that's the steroids. And another important thing to know about lupus is it's a very chameleon-like disease in that each person, it affects or manifests itself differently. And the biggest thing also that we have that we fight constantly is you look at me and you think I'm normal. And you're like, there's nothing wrong with you, you're fine. But if you talk to my doctor, or if I tell you there's so much going on inside and I'm broken down, you know, on days that I can't get out of bed, the next day I can get out of bed, or I could be in bed for a week, you know,
Right.
just with different pains, joint pain, swelling, and things like that. So that's one of the stereotypes that we have to really combat, that we're really ill and people are like, there's nothing wrong. Not knowing from me, and I've been through so many things regarding lupus, and I've said, you know, if God gave me this that I can help someone else, then that's a blessing, and that's what I'm here for. And I've had so many freaky things that have happened with me regarding lupus that I can speak to someone and say, hey, you've got lupus.
Well, if you don't have anybody around you, one of the things you really need to pay attention to is if you're extremely tired all the time. You don't know why. You know, sleep makes you tired. You wake up, you had a full night of sleep, and you wake up and you're extremely tired. You know, you become very forgetful. You know, and that happened to me at 18. No Alzheimer's or anything. I just couldn't remember anything. You know, lupus fog is what they call it. You know, I had a rash on my face, and they call it a butterfly rash, you know, because it affected my skin first. So when you have...
Hey, thanks for coming back. Wow. Every segment that we do, when we come back from break, it's truly so awesome. Listening to you say something about 23andMe, or what is that about?
I have a friend who started doing some holistic things over in Ireland, and now she's in Napa. And I called her and I said, I'm tired of dying this way, not living this way, dying this way, because that's kind of how I feel where I am right now. And so she said, you need to go look at this autoimmune protocol, which is Dr. Amy Myers. I got her book. There's a 30-day diet that basically takes and detoxes your body. And then you can kind of add things back in to see what things are harmful to you. And then after that, I was supposed to take a DNA test, which is $199, and that's through 23andme.org. But right now they are taking 5,000 people who have lupus, and as I was mentioning to Ms. Rose, I believe there's a study with Crohn's also. But if you sign up for it, you get the DNA test for free, and they take, you have to give them access to all of your medical records. And basically with these 5,000 people, they're going to try to figure out if there's environmental things, which we've discussed, Christina, and I totally believe that's part of it. It'll look at your genetic makeup and see if you're, you know, predisposed.
Right.
Wow, okay.
So that's what 23andMe is.
Oh, that's awesome. So you got the website, 23andme.org.
Yes.
So you need to go and look that up.
I have a 501c nonprofit colon cancer awareness foundation. You know, colon cancer is one subject that nobody talks about. Nobody talks about colon cancer. And I was diagnosed in 2002 with stage 4 terminal colon cancer with no option of no type of surgery because I was terminal. The cancer had spread it from my colon to my liver, my lungs, my ovaries, and my stomach. And the way I found it, because there's no colon cancer runs in my family, period. I'm the only one that was diagnosed with colon cancer. The way I found it, this young man was asking me, how did I know? I didn't know because it wasn't any sign and symptoms. The cancer was protruding out of my navel. And I went to my primary care doctor, and he thought that I had maybe scratched myself, so he gave me antibiotics, and that didn't work. And make a long story short, I went to 5 different doctors that had never seen anything like that before in their life. And the cancer was steady protruding through my navel. It's like a piece of meat about big as my little finger. So I finally went to diagnostics downtown, and I had already had a colonoscopy at the age of 50. And when they did another colonoscopy and said, you terminal, you need to go to MD Anderson as fast as you can. So I did go to MD Anderson, and when I got diagnosed over there, they said, if you live 6 months, get everything in order, because if you live 6 months, it'll be a miracle.
Wow.
And that was 2002. I went through a lot of radiation. A lot of radiation.
That's a
lot
but
of
God thing right there.
Yes.
But God, who's the doctor in this case right here?
Exactly. I went through a lot of chemotherapy. 1 year of chemotherapy, 1 year of radiation. And then after that year, the cancer came back. And I went through extensive more chemotherapy and radiation. After 6 months, another cancer came back in between my lungs and my heart. So they said it's kind of hard to reach that area in between your heart and your lungs. That's a very odd spot for cancer to come. But God.
Yes.
They gave me radiation, and they don't know how, why the cancer went away. But they don't know the God that I know.
But God. That's it.
But God. So my organization, as I was going through my treatments, I noticed that it wasn't enough being said about colon cancer. You know, breast cancer patients, their voices are being heard.
Right.
But our voices, as far as lupus and colon cancer, nobody talks about it.
Right.
And especially men, I try to focus myself on men's because men's don't want to even talk about that area of their body. And so when I go out to different areas and do fundraisers and do walk, which I'm having a walk coming up September the 17th at Eldridge Community Park. So guys, please come out and join me. All the funds that we raise go toward unemployed people that is unemployed, uninsured, and underinsured. The money that we raise, we help the uninsured to be able to get a colonoscopy. Our theory is if we catch it in time, if we educate our people, we can stop this disease. Because colon cancer is a disease that's a silent killer. It's on the inside of your body.
Sure.
You walking around now, you don't know if there's polyps growing inside of your body. And sometimes, most of the time, when you find it, it's too late. And that's why we die, because of lack of knowledge and lack of not going to the doctor getting that checked. And African Americans are supposed to get checked at age 45, not 50. And a lot of times, I have a real good friend of mine right now that's going through colon cancer, stage 4. She's 45 years old. And she didn't even know she had it. And she went to the doctor, and the doctor said, well, you need to eat more fiber. She was having problems. A lot of people don't know signs and symptoms. You know, like if you having a lot of constipation,
Hard stools, excessive hemorrhoids.
Those are symptoms, but if you don't know the symptoms and you don't know what to look for, most of the time we diagnose ourselves.
Let me hear it. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me about your feelings. Figure out the meaning on Cat Nation. Get into the moment. Share your inner feelings. Make a conversation on Cat Nation. Let's talk Cat Nation. Across the nation. Come on, let's talk, let's talk. I wanna hear you talk. Your voice, my voice.
You are a cancer survivor?
Yes, I was diagnosed with triple neg cancer, which is the same one that Ms. Roberts on Good Morning America.
Okay, Ms. Robin, okay.
Ms. Roberts. So at the time that she was diagnosed, I was diagnosed. And
Okay, but hold on 1 second. What is it called again?
triple neg.
So what is that? What part of my body is that?
It's breast cancer.
Okay.
Okay.
I just want so our viewers would know
Yes.
what that's all about. I mean, because I'm learning today. So okay.
So I went the route of chemo. My doctor diagnosed me, and we also had planned for a reconstruction because at the time the insurance would cover that. Okay. So I went through the first 3 chemos, and from the very beginning, actually, I didn't want chemo. I was a stage, almost stage 4, borderline, and but I started to look up what my cancer is, okay? Because I really believe you really have to educate yourself,
Right.
not
right.
just take what the doctor's telling me.
Right.
Okay. I tend to be very intuitive anyway. So I found out that the type of cancer that I had only exists in 20% of the women. Okay. It's the most aggressive kind that exists. Okay. So I joined a group called TripleNeg, okay, .org. And it doesn't exist anymore. In fact, they closed it down, I believe. The last time I looked at it was probably, I want to say maybe 6 years ago. I was diagnosed in 2007, okay? And what I wasn't looking at the newbies in this website.
Right.
I was looking at the ladies that had METs. We called them METs. The ones that were experiencing the cancer metastasizing into the rest of the body. And all of us answered a survey. It included anything that we knew of about our young age,
Right.
our eating habits, what protocol are we on, what age were we diagnosed, everything. So I actually looked and searched for the ladies that were on the Mets. I wasn't interested in the newbies because I was already a newbie, okay? And all the newbies were talking about, you know, how they felt and, you know, I'm on my next chemo, that kind of thing, you know. So I went through the Mets and I looked for the ones that had similar or same protocol that I was going through. And I started to find out a very dark world ahead of me. They were starting to get cancer in the lungs, in the brain, and in the bone marrow. Okay. So it wasn't looking too good.
Wow.
And I couldn't stand the looks of my children's eyes when I had chemo. They were very young. I was also taken care of by a cardiologist whose children also knew my children. Okay. But that wasn't the relationship there. It was more about patient and doctor. And I called him because I was experiencing my chest shaking inside.
Wow.
Very rapidly.
Wow.
Okay. And it happened again twice after the second chemo. And he said, after the third chemo. And so he told me, I think you better stop your chemo. Okay. So I went back to my oncologist and I told her, look, this is what's going on. My cardiologist said this. He recommended that you change the protocol.
We're trying to get to our men. Ladies, we can't take and just bully our men, but we have to learn a way to get them to visit the doctors and find out what's going on. If you got a good man, I know you want him to be around. I know it. Even if you have a good brother, uncle, you want him to be there. So I know Tom Joyner does this take a friend to the doctor thing, but we need to start challenging people to take a friend to get colon, to look into our lupus, to find out what is wrong with us. So the question was asked again, how do we get our men to the doctor to learn about colon cancer? And I asked, do men get lupus as well? So help us out.
Men do get lupus. 90% women and 10% men. Even though it's not talked about as much because it's such a big noise out there for women. To answer your other question, to get men to the doctor, one thing I've noticed, if you tell them about their manhood and what it can do to them, a lot of men would be like, well, okay, let me see. You know, my brother just got diagnosed with lupus. He refused to go to the doctor for a long time, and we didn't know what was wrong with him. You know, well, we didn't know he was having issues until he said something because he thought his manhood was affected.
Oh.
My father, who actually passed away from cancer, was getting ready to refuse treatment because it would affect his manhood. When it comes to a man, they're very, back me up. When it comes to a man, that manhood, when you challenge that manhood and you know how it affects him going forward,
Right.
I think that will pique interest to where they'll say something.
Checked out.
Well, I think it's one of those things where over time, like especially in the 20 to 30 age range, you just, it's not one of those things that you look up to someone and be like, well, I'll
Right.
go to the doctor because of that person. Um, when you're in between, when you're a male and you're in between the age of 20 and 30, or even 30 to 40, you still have that mindset of, well, I can fix it myself. But you can't think that way. If you think that way, you're gonna fall short. You're gonna fall short.
Every time.
Just like she was saying, wives tell your husbands, sisters tell your brothers. You gotta hold on to the sense of family,
Yeah.
sense of direction. What do you want to do in life?
Yeah.
Because if you just say forget it, I mean, you're gonna sell yourself short.
Right. So I think we God I think we are on two great subjects, two great disease that we need to learn more about. And if I can just have Ms. Rose state your organization website and the way that people could contact you.
Okay, my website is rvjohnsonfoundation.org. And you can reach me at 281-701-5029. And again, my walk is September the 17th at Eldridge Park, right down from Fourth Bend Church. It's Eldridge Community Park. It starts from 7 to 11. So please come out and join us as we try to bring awareness to this silent killer, we call it, because it's an inside disease that's you walking around and you don't even know you have it.
Okay. Thank you. And can we have a contact or website for yourself?
Yes. The Gibson Lupus Resource Center. The Gibson Lupus Resource Center is on all social medias from Instagram, Facebook, just got Snapchat, also YouTube. The website is the lupusresourcecenter.org. You can email us at info@thelupusresourcecenter.org. You can call me on the phone, which is 832-856-0341, 832-856-0341. If you don't mind if I expound on that, tagging on you, I wanted to send a challenge out those to Lupies. They say we don't have the information due to lack of communication. And people lack communication. They don't want someone feeling sorry for them, or they just don't want to sound stupid to someone else, because the disease is so confusing. Get connected. Someone needs you. You are here. You're going through what you're going through because you are a warrior in your own right.
Yes.
You don't know how strong you are, that you made it here today. So with this organization, we have a motto: help us to help you to help others. So we have an app that's out, the Gibson Lupus Resource Center app. Just look up Lupus. It's the only one out there that's a resource center. Download it. It's free, and we'll be able to connect anywhere in the world with what you're looking for: an organization, a doctor, a trainer, health or eatery, any of that.
Okay, so you heard it here. There's no reason why you should not go and get yourself checked on both occasions, because knowledge is what the key. And when you educate yourself, you're educating someone else as well. Because just as she just stated, you're here, you're going through it for a reason, but God took you through that storm so you can help someone else see the sun. So, with all that said, we thank you so much for the colon cancer advice, the lupus, just for the education period. I hate to go, but I gotta go. All right. Thank you again so much. I look forward to our next show, next topic. Catch us at Cat Nation Let's Talk TV show. Linda Scott, see you soon. Good night.
I'm going to be singing a song that's courtesy of Hot Play Records. Shout out to Ronald Lashley and crew back in New York. And it's called Make My Dreams Come True. So hopefully you guys like it. If you can make my dreams come true, I surely will give my love to you. Ooh. You know I like your beautiful smile. You make me feel so special. Go on and take me for a ride. We'll ride until the morning. Please show me what you got inside. I really gotta know you. Go on and feel their body heat. I really wanna show you. If you can make my dreams come true, I surely will give my love to you. I'll give my love to you, boy. I promise I won't let you go. Go on and rub your hands on my body. Don't make me wait forever. Make me want it over and over. It's simple, let's get to it. I know before the night is over, we'll kiss under the music. I'll hold you close and you hold me closer. Ooh, baby, let's get to it. Oh, if you can make it, hey, I'll give my love to you, boy. Ooh, just touch me. Oh. Ooh, make my dreams come true. I'll give my love to you, boy. Ooh, just kiss and hold me close. I won't let you go, boy. Ooh, kiss me. Hey, hey, oh. Ooh, oh, I know before the night is over, we'll dance under the moonlight. I'll give my love to you, boy. Come on and kiss me, hold me close, don't let me go. I won't let you go, boy. Hey, ooh, oh, oh, kiss me. Promise I won't let you go. I won't let you go, boy. Thank you, guys.